Okay, so I drive home a lot since I'm at Chico State. The distance is pretty far. It's like 195 miles from here to home. Obviously, not a straight path. It's pretty crooked. But whenever I drive home, I always like to see. I have 12. My car can fit 12 gallons of gas, and then I get around 35 to 40 miles an hour. So one way to see like what can happen after I drive, or like depending on how long I drive for, is by using math operations. So interpreting that here in Python, we're gonna say I got let's say gallons is equal to 12. My car oh no my car can hold 12 gallons of gas. Let's say my average miles per gallon. Let's just say it's 40. You know, so miles average miles. Let's say I get around 40 miles per gallon. Something simple. Okay, so something easy we can do is just saying around like approximately how many miles I can drive if I have a full tank and I'm averaging at least 40 miles per gallon. So let's say my total miles is equal to, what I'm gonna do here is say gallons and then multiply that by my average miles. Boom. That's done. We use the multiplying sign, and now we have the total amount of miles. So now what we can do here to show that is just go print, and then I'm say total miles, and down here, let's say Python 3. I have approximately 480 miles that I can use to go anywhere I want. So now like I said, my home from Chico is like 195 miles. So we can create another variable or do the math simply in the print statement, but I'm going to just create another variable just to show you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say distance home. So let's say it's 195 miles approximately, from here back home. So in my print, what I can do is just create another print. And then from here, I'm going to say total miles, then subtract the distance to home. Now down here, you're going to see two numbers now. So first, how the distance I can travel in general with the full tank, 40 miles per gallon, and then see how many miles I can travel afterwards, after I've gone home. Pretty simple stuff, just multiplying first and then now subtracting. So now maybe we want to add. What we can do there is I can go, let's say I added a few gallons to my tank after I got home. Let's say I added like 3 gallons, So now what I can do, instead of creating more variables for this case, I can just do all the math in my print statement. So down here, let's say print. Okay, so since total miles and what I printed, the 285, isn't necessarily a variable I can use again, I can just do the simple math here in the print statement. So what I would do, in parentheses, I do again total miles, non-caps, and I have caps lock on. My apologies. Total miles minus distance home, and then outside of the parentheses, I'm gonna just add, and then let's say I add 3 gallons. Since I get 40 miles per gallon, I'm just multiplying that times 40. No, there we go. And as you can see, I've used parentheses to set my two different, variables you could say apart. Python understands order of operations, so it's going to do the multiplication first or whatever's in the parentheses before doing everything outside. So when I go to print this out, you're going to see 405. So I started at 480 miles I could travel, went back home went down to 285, refilled 3 gallons of gas. Now I can travel 405 miles afterwards. Something simple. We've added, subtracted, multiplied. Now divide. So something simple we can do with division is just see around how much time it takes me to go back home. So let's say I'm going speed of, let's go 70 miles per hour. Not true. Speeding. When you take the I-5 though, it is 70. But then as I get closer to home, it turns back to 65. Highway, freeway speed. So what I can do is here in the print, I'd go, let's say I'm traveling 195. That's my distance. Divide that by, let's say, 70. So now it takes me approximately 2.78 hours to get home. I think that's around like 2 hours and 40 minutes, 50 minutes. Yeah, around 40. I'd want to say 40 minutes, 50 minutes, 45. Yeah. But obviously that's not true because that's assuming I'm going in a straight line. Let's say this is Chico, this is home. It's assuming I'm going straight, boom, 70 miles. But obviously there's like other roads you have to take, all that. And then it changes speed. So it goes from like 70 to maybe 55 to 65, back to 70, something like that. Yeah, because I have to go from Chico to William, Sacramento, a bunch of places technically. But yeah, that's how that's kind of how the base model is. So I have a Civic, so it's a pretty good car. I love it. But yeah, it'd take me around 2 hours and like 47, 48 minutes to get home, approximately, assuming I'm going a straight line again. But yeah, powering is pretty simple as well. So what you can do with powering is, let's say print. I've gone 3 gallons. Maybe I want to do 3 to the power of 2. Something simple, 9 gallons. So let's say 3. To power, you use the double asterisk sign. And then 3 to the power 2. Simple. Oop. Caps lock again. What I'm going to do is, so you can see all these prints, I'm going to just raise this a bit. Okay, boom. Now you can see 3 to the power of 2 is 9. Another way of doing it is by print, then POW, then parentheses, and then just doing 3, 2, boom. You get 9 again. So I like to do the POW. There's another way of doing it right here. So I'm going to just put that down here. So doing POW, 3, 2. So the first number is always your base, and then your second number is your exponent that you're raising it to. I prefer this just because it's a reminder saying, okay, I'm raising it to the power. Asterisks, obviously, like a bit simpler. You don't have to include the POW and all that, but in the end, it's up to preference. And now there's one more thing. It's called modulo. Modulo is a bit pretty simple, when you divide, you get your remainder and all that. I mean, the number afterwards. Like if you divide, obviously, 10 by 5, you'd get 2. But modulo, you get the remainder. So what you would do is, if I divided 5 by 2, obviously 2 goes into 5 twice. So it'd go once, that's 2, another, that's 2, and then your remainder would be 1. So that's just what modulo gives you. Whenever you do a number modulo whatever, it gives you the remainder after that number can go into, after like 2 can go into after 5, then it's just going to give you the remainder that you got afterwards. Pretty simple. But yeah, like I said, love driving. Yeah,